Howdy y'all, this is 𝓨𝓵𝓼𝓮𝓪 and welcome back to our adventures here in the Saltsea Chronicles, where last time we had spoken with Xenia and learned of where we could get an anchor and learned some little tidbits and rumors about everything going on here on the floats and gardens. And we are attempting, we've already gotten the anchor, technically. He said that, this is Philpot, I think, and he said that he would have it shipped, or moved to the ship for us, thankfully. And then, we saw something that we're hoping to give to the guard for the storehouse, so we could possibly get the nip root, I think it was. Something for the people at the gardens, so that they might give us 𝓨𝓸 to treat. 𝓨𝓵𝓼 has a injury that could use the 𝓨𝓸. So, today I wanted to start by having a game of spoils with these fine people of this place, and see where things go from there. And potentially, you know, go everywhere. In the cards. Bidding and hoarding. Genius. Table's free now. Want a game? 𝓨𝓵𝓼𝓮𝓪. 𝓨𝓵𝓼𝓮𝓪. A shake of the head. Come back if you change your mind. We'll play free, full fleet here. All rules. I think we need to learn the rules first, actually, now that I think about it. What's over here? Unheavy metal. Ooh. Neshko rummages through a pile of metal junk. A sharp edge nicks his hand. Ah. One must be careful when seeking treasures. Neshko puts his cut finger in his mouth. Agreement. Crying killed the buckle. Doherty shrugs ruefully. And there's only so much order you can bring to 𝓨𝓼𝓮. The towering heaps of junk creak in agreement. Look! 𝓨𝓵𝓼 has pulled something from a stack. A crooked sleeve with melted mesh. Junk, or just what they need? It might work as a new antenna for the radio. Radio? You should try 𝓨𝓸𝓾𝓻𝓸 for that. They're the experts. 𝓨𝓵 nods. If the tides take us that way, but right now we need to use whatever we find. Second day of the great snowed race, and 𝓨𝓵 has taken the lead by crossing the starting line. Okay. The flotsam barge is where everything broken and washed up ends up eventually. Okay. Trapdoor. A burly guard with suspicious eyes stands in front of a trapdoor. That's the storehouse. The kind of place you might keep confiscated goods. The guard watches the pair closely. Aide watches him in turn. This doesn't sit right. Join the club. Nesting. A pair of 𝓨𝓵𝓼𝓮s have burrowed their little nest into the decking. That sounds adorable. Ooh. Okay. Let's go check out the park. Oh. Okay. Washed away. The Galleria's steward stands suddenly and grasps 𝓨𝓵𝓼's arm. Her eyes are glazed. One ship's fate entwined with another. A terrible loss, she weeps on the shore. She snaps back to reality again. Aide snuffles in their sling. 𝓨𝓵 is too shocked to speak. This dream. Was it Maha that you saw? Someone named Maha. Agnette wrings her hands looking at 𝓨𝓵. This dream was for you. It is not always a blessing. She looks directly into 𝓨𝓵's eyes. I saw Maha. I saw a ship with indigo sails, wrapped in a strange silence. And I saw death in its wake. Ooh. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 reaches out to 𝓨𝓵, all gentleness. I'm sure I'm fine. It's proof we need, not dreams. I'm sorry. Fine. I do not enjoy giving such news. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 turns to Agnette, his eyes cold. Ah. Thank you for your information. While I was sailing, I felt someone. Someone in your crew can help with dreams. Even if they don't know it. 𝓨𝓵 looks away, swallowing, pushing down the feelings that threaten to overwhelm her. We don't have time for this. There's work to be done. 𝓨𝓵, we can still... Time to move on, I said. The guides at the Grace can show the way, and I believe the ship has been there too. That's a lead, surely. 𝓨𝓵 is too distracted to answer. Agnette looks down at her hands. Oh. The sieve. Okay. We need her book. A Wave of the Heart. 𝓨𝓵, still distracted by Agnette's dream, picks up a large book. It's stuffed with pressed seaweed bookmarks. Suddenly her expression lightens. Yes. Oceans of the Heart, the second wave. A romance. It's a grand adventure. Some say the series is written by 𝓨𝓼𝓾𝓻𝓸 himself. Such an imagination he has. A short figure with wildly bushy hair knocks into Agnette from behind. Please help. I need a candle. What kind, young one? Forgetting. I have just the thing, right here. And it opens a hatch and disappears into the hold. Comforting. What is your name, anxious one? Kittig. And what do you need to forget? Memories are precious, even the difficult ones. Everything. But I just want it all sunk. I understand. I do understand. But you have to look to yourself for answers. Your memories, they are part of you. Part of your answers, too. Kittig stares up at 𝓨𝓱𝓻, eyes wide. Agnette climbs back on deck and presses a purple candle into Kittig's hands. Take this. Kittig stares at 𝓨𝓱𝓻 for too long a second. On you go, then. It's you. Kittig seems to snap out of it and darts away. Sail well, young one. 𝓨𝓵 shakes off the interruption. The book? Of course. Take it. A gift. I've read it 3 times already, and treasures like that are for sharing. 𝓨𝓵 nods, tucking the book away.
Okay.
We'll be sure to pass it on. I reckon I know exactly who needs it. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 shakes his head ruefully. Alright then. Beasts in search of a good home. Well trained, well behaved. Well, mostly. Okay. Momentary pause. 𝓨𝓵. 𝓨𝓵 frowns sharply. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 raises his hands in surrender. Look, you don't know me yet. But I don't know what Ha meant to you all. But if you wanted to talk, I would listen. I'm fine. As 𝓨𝓵 turns to leave, Aid gives 𝓨𝓱𝓻 a mournful, knowing blink. More things to trade. Artwork. Hello. Masterpiece? What? A mass of feathers and dried seaweed is worked into a peculiar sculpture. Is it art? Aid sneezes as a stray feather floats away. You're right, Aid. You can improve on it. Neshko stifles a chuckle. A bold attempt at, attempt is the word. Neshko searches for something positive to say. An expression of, Thank you. He laughs at as the artist pops up between them. That's exactly my style. Manifestation of my metaphysical response to my lost homeland. My exile expressed in this masterwork. He giggles to himself. Exile. It's very striking. Stunned silence is a valid response. Agnette clasps her hands together, gazing fondly at her own work. Okay. Agnette offers ceremonial candles for every occasion. They look just like normal candles, but trade for 3 times as much. Okay. The artist's home. Molpe and Neshko rifle through Agnette's small selection of print material. There's even 1 or 2 bound books, a rarity. Oh, that's interesting. Prints from Fort Alcazar. That place with all the crabs. Right, so it's an ancient fort that's been repurposed and now supports an eclectic community of artists. Have you been there? Partial truth. He nods silently, fidgeting with his beard. Tact. There's a story there, but Molpe lets it be. None of my business, of course. Turning away, Neshko carefully tucks the prints back in the pile. He'll appreciate that. Lapping waves. Water laps quietly against the many holes of the flute. Lilik? Ah. Fear of the flood. Lilik waves over to Molpe and Neshko. Listen, you didn't take a coin from Magna, did you? Might have. Common pre-flood collectibles celebrating famous persons or creatures of the era and look how they originate from. Yeah. Oh, Molpe digs in her pockets, then holds up the little token. Oh no, this is terrible. Why? I thought it was just a bit of jewelry. Oh no, it's much more. Magna has been making hundreds of these, forcing people to take them, saying they can be traded for anything. She did seem to think they'd be useful. It's hoarding. You mean people might start trying to collect some? Exactly. Hoarding. Hoarding brought the flood. It's just experimenting. That can't bring another flood. Molpe spins the token in her fingers, worried despite herself. Maybe you should take it? No, don't make me take it. Let's just give it back to Magna. Show her she can't cause trouble like that. I don't know. Molpe shrugs uneasily and tucks it away in her pocket. That is interesting. Blast from the past. Neshko approaches a fabric stall. He runs his hands over the rich colors and patterns. Beautiful. The stall holder looks up, then drops their bolt of silk in shock. The color drains from Neshko's face. He shakes his head and slips quickly away. Uh-oh. So he probably came from somewhere that had fabrics and such. Oh goodness. All kinds of things to look at. Strangle rack? A long brown tendril reaches across the deck. It tickles Neshko's foot. He yelps and jumps away, eyes wide. Ah, what is that? Excuse me, hang on. What is that? There we go. Don't know why my voice was going away. Let's be reassuring. 𝓨𝓵 crouches down and looks at the tendril. It's only 𝓨𝓸𝓾𝓻𝓸. He reaches out a hand, which 𝓨𝓵 bats away. The name is not reassuring. It's just curious. It doesn't eat people or anything. Never heard of it eating people anyway. Just fish. It's carnivorous. Eats is the wrong word. It grabs them, drags them to the seafloor, and sort of dissolves them. Bisco stares. 𝓨𝓵 shrugs. It's useful stuff. Tight grip. Holds the bridge together. I think I will walk around it. Smart. Sea breeze rustles the riddle with a quiet whisper. Faces. Oh yeah. Mirror, mirror. Oh. Yeah, I can see that. 𝓨𝓵 stoops to examine some striking plants. Stems wind elegantly around sticks planted in soil, but at the top of the stems, faces gaze back. That one wants to eat you. I believe it. 𝓨𝓱𝓻𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓬𝓵𝓮𝓼 peers at the mournful plant. This one seems familiar. See the petal in the shape of a mustache. 𝓨𝓵 grins in realization. It's a 𝓨𝓫. Ah, I see it. The plant scowls at the suggestion, which only deepens the impression. A dark look crosses 𝓨𝓵's brow. What is it? What if we find ourselves in here? Yeah, that might be concerning. Oh, those look weird. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 breathes in and smacks his lips. Acquired tastes. Sweet, but also spicy. Ah, and now fresh. As if the scent is tuning into us. 𝓨𝓵 breathes in, closing her eyes. It is. Nate giggles softly. But we're not staying. And yet, 𝓨𝓵 gives in. It really is hard to resist. The plant's strange leaves shimmer in the hot air. Let's be tentative, yeah. It's trying to eat us. 𝓨𝓵's eyes still closed, reaches for the plant. Step away this instant. They step back, shocked. It's trying to enthrall you. Touch it and it'll snap. I thought so. It wants to eat you. Alright. We need to go to Magna. 𝓨𝓵 strides over to the mechanic's boat with 𝓨𝓱 trailing awkwardly behind. She thrusts the coin at Magna. Take it back. I'm no hoarder. Magna rolls their eyes. You've been talking to 𝓨𝓵. I've no interest in getting in the middle of a traitor's fight. I've got more important things to do. Magna sighs, resigned. I'm just trying a little something new. These old traitors, terrified of change. They're saying they want me out. That's bad when a community turns. 𝓨𝓵 softens. Sorry to hear about the trouble, but we can't afford to get mixed up in it. I can't take it back. That would be a bad trade. Toss it if you want, but it's yours. 𝓨𝓵 looks down at the coin. Aid grabs for it again. 𝓨𝓵 studies Magna and puts the coin back in her pocket. Maybe we'll find a use for it. Magna smiles, relieved, and returns to their work. I think she really is just trying to do something with something else lost. Okay. I think we are going to end things there, and next time I want to try out the spoils game, but I want to go learn the rules, and I think the rules are in the spoils section on the menu. So I'll have to go and learn those, and then we'll play this game, and I'll show you all the new rules that I've learned for spoils, which will be fun. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me today. If y'all could, do please leave a like, leave any tips, tricks, thoughts, or suggestions in the comment section down below. And do please consider subscribing. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.